All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lounging with John. Glad to be here once again. And if things go right, we will be hanging out with my buddy. I'm going to send him a message right now. Tell Andy I sent you the invite. We're waiting on you.
Your message to Andy says, I sent you the invite. We are waiting on you. Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send your message.
All right, guys. So I thought I would just, change the topic a little bit and talk about something a little different. Get away from, all the. Whoa. Almost dropped my phone there. That would have sucked. Um, but yeah, I think it's an interesting topic. I think that it's something that a lot of people sometimes don't really think about, you know, but not that I always think about everything and I'm perfect or anything, but I think even myself at times.
I have arrived.
All right, guys, there we go. Mr. Andy, you are live, brother, on YouTube. So you want to say hello to everybody out
YouTube.
there?
Hello, everybody around the world and around the universe.
Yeah, man. It's
Just saying, you know.
very, very awesome. I am actually working on getting our chat window pulled up here. Um, and I can tell you how to do that too at some point if you want. Uh,
I can probably figure it out. It looks
well,
pretty simple.
the way you got to do it, you can't go by the chat in the window on Hangouts. You won't see what people are saying from YouTube.
Oh, no, I wouldn't because it's separate.
You have to go and, as if you're listening to the live stream, but then just hit the mute button
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because
Okay.
you'll still hear them or you'll still see the chat. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm doing it right now, and
Yeah,
I'm
let
going
me
to hit.
set that up. Is that going to
Well,
come through when you're lounging with John as a live?
what do you mean? I don't think you're going to. Well, actually, you're. I don't think it's going to work for you because if you try to
It
go to
ain't.
YouTube, the audio is going to take over there, and then you're not going to hear me more than likely. So,
So we're just
uh,
not going to worry about that on my end.
well, I've got the chat panel pulled up, so if someone asks any questions,
You can just relay it through. It's no big deal. You are the host.
hold on, I've got to fix my camera. Hold on, guys.
Let's see.
What you can't? Oh, you're talking about Andy. He don't. He he doesn't have his. It's dark in his room. He don't do camera. Let well,
I
obviously he
can
don't.
put the camera on.
He can put it on, but he's actually he's visually impaired too. But he unlike me, he don't really care if there's light in the room or not. His lights are off. That's why you're not seeing him. Uh,
I'm a vampire.
yeah, he's a vampire. I'll tell you what. Let's do this so people will know a little bit because they don't have no idea, and that makes sense. Tell a little bit about yourself, Andy. That way people have a little bit of an idea of who you are.
I'm 41. I
Oh man,
work at yeah, and you're not too far behind me.
I know, I
I
know.
work at a home improvement store. I answer calls, transfer different calls to different departments, look up information. On an iPhone, I can look up pricing and things like that. There's other certain things that I can't do, which involve the computer system, but at least with the iPhone, I can do probably 75% of it.
I was gonna say I mean, there's might be a few things, but most of it. Now, if they
You can't just get into customer records through
right,
the internet. That's an intranet instead of an internet, which I can understand that.
well,
The
it's on
way
a private
hacking is.
server, isn't it?
Yes,
I mean,
that's why
even
it's an intranet. It's an
oh, it's
intro network.
oh,
Yeah.
it's an intro network. So, But
That part of it is.
other stores can connect to it though, can't they?
Yes. But like I can't get through it on my iPhone. I don't think there's a way.
Right. And I think if they would update, did they ever update their systems or no? They're still using the same
That would
computer,
be no.
still the
It's kind of
old.
like no. It's kind of like a hybrid. It's part old, part new.
Yeah,
That wouldn't be a hybrid though. Wouldn't that be like an oberb? Would it be an
yeah, that would
oberb?
definitely be.
I don't even
Yeah,
know what you call it. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I
definitely.
could get a lot of money out of this.
That the company has actually been using the same system for, gosh, a
Probably
long
since the
time.
I'm going to say 80s, maybe late 80s, mid late 80s. It is a DOS slash
Um,
Windows system.
so
Some of it is Windows, though. It's getting better. There's like they improve parts, and I don't know. It's just like a
yeah,
cross. It's a it's a it's a
uh,
instead of a window, it's a dindo. We got a dindo
it's a
system.
Dindo
It's a
system.
DOS
Yeah,
window.
Blue Wings
It's
just
a
said that
dindo.
she's wanting to try this soda. She's been wanting to try the soda that I drink, which is Big Red. They do not have it where she's at. Um,
Is she in the South Pole, North Pole?
no, I forget. Oh my gosh,
Anyway, I'm in Southern Indiana,
what
not too
state
far
was it you're in, Blue
from
Wings? I
Georgia.
forget. I know it's one of the states where we actually had a good conversation one night about it too, because it's one of the legal states for.
Oh, then it's out west.
Yeah.
Colorado, maybe? Washington State, Oregon.
I want to say Colorado. I think
Okay.
that might be
Alrighty.
right. Um, but they don't have Big Red out there, so you can't find it. So
No Big Red. Maybe we need to make a
uh,
road trip.
I'm going to have to send you
Need to
some.
make a
I'll
road
get
trip.
with you, and if you want, you can throw me your address, and I will mail you. I will personally mail you a couple 2 liters of it or something, or a
Now, Blue
12
Wings, I'm going
pack.
to be honest, I am not a Big Red fan. I think it's nasty. I think it's one
No,
step up from Dr. Pepper, which Dr. Pepper is like,
no, no. Wait a
tastes
minute.
like the
Wait a
bottom of
minute.
a
Wait a minute. It does not taste
toilet bowl
nothing
that ain't
like
been
Dr.
cleaned.
Pepper, folks. You're going to confuse the hell out of her because Dr. Pepper and Big
Don't
Red
believe
taste
him.
nothing alike. They do not taste nothing alike. Dr. Pepper, Big Red has a
Don't believe him.
totally
He's feeding you a lie
different
of
flavor.
poop.
No, she knows better,
Poop.
brother. No, Big Red is definitely not. Big Red is more like
Cream soda. It's like cream
similar.
soda.
It's similar to
If you're
cream soda.
familiar with cream soda, and I'm being honest this
Yeah,
time,
it
it's
is.
exactly what it's like.
Yep, yep. The most he drinks is either Mountain Dew or Pepsi. That's used to be
Now
Pepsi.
I will drink a Coca Cola every once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. Coca
I do
Cola
like
is all
Coca
right.
Cola's fine.
Um,
I'm not like a big red super hater like I am Dr. Pepper because
so the
Dr. Pepper does taste like the bottom of a toilet bowl. Okay,
I don't like Dr.
that's what
Pepper,
I'm
so
thinking
I
about.
won't disagree with you there. I do not like Dr. Pepper. So the title of this hangout tonight is something that I think is a different conversation to get away from some of the soap opera stuff out there. And by the way,
Oh, there's plenty of
there's
that.
more Old Man Roger stuff coming. By the way, Blue Wings. I know you love that guy to death.
We have some good stuff in the works. Trust
Yes,
me.
we do. Yes, we've got some really good stuff in the works.
Fantastic. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah. Oh, I always knew Old Man Roger was going to do something at some point, and look where he is now. He's on YouTube. So
Well, just to give everybody a clue, doing some recording on New Year's Eve, so it should be great. Old Man Roger will be in rare form,
that's
which
right.
when
That's
isn't
right.
he not ever?
So watch out. Of course,
It's
Old
gonna
Man
be good.
Roger. He don't. There is no limits for him. He says it how it is. That's just the way
Him
he
or
is.
Ralph.
Yeah, and Ralph. But the title tonight was about true friendship, honest, real friendships, not these You meet someone, they say you're your friend, and they're really not.
Right.
Uh, there's two people right here live right now that can prove to you what a true friendship is because we've been friends for over 35 years, or at about 35 years, really, about 34, 35 years. And I'm curious what your guys' take is on this too. Um, but I'll just tell you, a true friendship is when you can have a conversation with your best friend and not agree with something, but not fight about it, or even fight about it, or have a disagreement and arguments, but still the next day you're back to the way it always is. You know, you have an argument, it's over and done. Best friends will argue, but I think there's a big difference when two best friends argue than when two people argue that are not best friends, because usually, eventually, they end up not being friends no more.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Uh, you know, so to me, a true friendship is one of them people that you can tell anything in the world to and know automatically that you can trust them, you can confide in them, and you don't have any discomfort whatsoever. That's a true meaning of friends.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people, other than you, I didn't stay connected with anybody from school. Nobody.
You know, I mean, there's like maybe a couple of teachers, one other student, and honestly, that's it. So you could say, you honestly, you'd say, I could say four people out of maybe 160.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I
You know
really
what? I've
thought
never thought
though,
of it that way.
no, but and I really thought there was a couple times when I thought even with me leaving school that some of the people that I was friends with, I really believed that they would have stayed connected, but
You know what? And I'll tell you,
they
it
didn't.
wasn't a, it was not a shock to me, and I'll tell you why. It was the same way going from grade school to the blind school. You lose all those friends you have in the grade school. So
Mhm.
why wouldn't you lose the ones? And you do. It's the same thing, which is not a big deal. That's just the way it works.
It's just the way it is, and I think it,
And
it
you know,
happens
really,
everywhere.
it's you can only blame that on yourself
Yeah,
because you did
yeah.
not initiate the contact,
Well,
and
neither
the
did
other
they.
person
So you
gets.
can't
Well, yeah,
you
you can say it both ways, and it's
it's a
just the
two
way it
way.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is,
But it falls back
but
to blaming yourself,
in
them
a
blaming
in a
themselves.
fitty fitty in a fitty fitty thing,
That's just what it
50-50
is.
thing is what
Yep,
it is.
it is. It is indeed.
Something
So
I don't lose sleep over at all.
no, I got I mean I'm meeting a lot of good people. I stay connected with my subscribers here on the channel, and uh that's something else. It's that's what makes my channel different. And you know me, if anybody knows me, you know me. And when 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 I say something, that's just how I am. If I say I'm going to
You
do
are.
something, I
I,
do it.
would it be fair to say you're more opinionated than me? Because I'm kind of a quiet,
Yeah,
stand back in
I
the
would agree
background
with that.
person,
I would agree with that. And
and
so,
it's something else about me too. I don't I don't really say a lot very often, but when I do,
yeah, well, I mean,
yes, it helps.
you you will tell someone how you feel if they ask you,
If
but
they ask me, but
you
otherwise I
won't go
don't.
out of your way to make a big deal to get your thoughts out there unless you
Nope.
feel that it's necessary. But
If they ask, I will tell.
the one thing that does make this channel unique from a lot of other channels, and you can go around, guys, and if you're not a subscriber and you don't know who I am and you think maybe I'm talking, but uh, out my backside here, go to a lot of the channels and pay attention and look and see how much the channel owner really interacts with their subscribers. I can sit here and name off people and know who they are and almost know what their reaction would be to a situation. And that's just one thing that makes this channel so unique, is because I make sure that I interact. with the subscribers, because let's face it, without the subscribers, what is the channel? It's nothing.
It's going to be worthless.
It's nothing. That's why it really aggravates me when I see these big channels and they don't even put in 2 or 3 hours to go through comments and talk back to people. They don't interact that way. They might go on video and say, "Yeah, okay, you guys, I saw some messages, you guys," but that's not interacting. That's talking to everybody at once. I talk to people individually as well. Every one of you guys know that are subscribers. And if you're not, and you've just subscribed, well, you're going to come to find that out as well. As a matter of fact, one of our newest subscribers, I've done interacted with her 2 or 3 times. She was telling me how her son wants her to go back to being a blonde because that's what she naturally was before. Yada yada yada. So see, I have created a friendship already with just the newest subscriber, and now something that another subscriber of ours said, Andy, was that the thing that's really going to make this channel much stronger later on down the road is that right there, because of the way I build the relationship with this channel. If you imagine, look how quick someone can go and cause a bunch of drama to a channel and then they just drop out. That
Yeah,
won't
it's
happen with this
true.
channel because of the strength behind the heart of the channel and the inner, the true uh, uh, meaning of this channel will hold its strength later on. You imagine when we got 1 million subscribers, there will be no way in the world somebody could just cause trouble for us, because they're not going to get nowhere, because the subscribers are going to believe in me just as much as I believe in them. And that right there, when you have a strong channel like that, that's way more than what you see a lot of the channels. I think personally, if you're making $50,000 a month, I think you're pathetic if you can't put 5 or 6 hours a day into talking to your subscribers. I think it makes you pathetic. That's what I think. It don't matter how many subscribers you got. Why can't you work 5 or 6 hours a day when you're making 50 grand a month off of doing what you love to do? It makes no sense to me. So let me
Well,
go.
I mean, I wouldn't even let that bother me, and I'll explain to you why.
It don't
When
bother
you
me.
don't, it's
I'm
just as simple.
I'm just saying in general, these other channels, what they should do, if they're making all that money, why is it that they can? Why can't they do that? Why can't they put 5 or 6 hours into or
Well, the thing
a
is,
day?
though, obviously, people are liking what they're doing because they do have the subscribers and they are making the money.
Well, yeah, they
So
like
you
it.
can't.
That's not. Yeah. Oh, we got a country girls in here. Hello, country girl. That's another subscriber of ours. You got to meet her. She's really cool. You got to watch her sometime. Country girl, this is Andy. I've got in here with us tonight. He is a
Hello, country girl.
best friend of 35 years. We'll just put it at 35. It's pretty
That's
close.
I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, we hang out all the time, by the way. Well, not like every day, but we talk every day, and then he comes to my house, and
Usually once a month.
yeah, at least once a month, and then I'm getting ready to go to his house in a few weeks, about 3 weeks from now, something like that. Uh, and then he's gonna be back here on New Year's Eve, and we're gonna hang out and come in, New Year's. We're gonna have that on video, by the way, guys.
Yes,
We're gonna be doing the New Year's bash right here on
live.
Lounging with John. You better believe it.
Gonna bring it in right.
Blue Wing said that she loves cream soda. You know what? I like cream soda.
Then she'll like Big Red. It's very similar. Big Red may be a little bit sweeter.
What are you cooking, Blue Wings? Yeah, what's up, Robert? That's right. And that's the thing, I just get a kick out of people that really do get really upset with uh, uh, drama on YouTube because it's media. It's like another soap opera, sort of, And the only way you get away from drama is by ignoring it, and you don't go to them channels. I mean, like, uh, if you think of like if I brought up Charlie to Andy, instantly he's going to have this thought about all the bull crap that goes on with them guys, all the fighting and stuff instantly because that's the reputation that they built. There's channels that you can go to, hang out, and you don't got to deal with all the immature stuff. There's other channels you go to, and that's all they do. They're live to actually talk about drama. You know, not us, baby, not us. Ooh, twice baked mashed potatoes. Um, yeah, I love the fact of being able to do this, and now that we've got Andy set up on the platform, me and him can start coming up with some ideas of doing some stuff live together as well, kind of like
Yes,
we're doing now, but like have different topics and different collaborations and stuff like that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh, I'll give Google a big thumbs up. They've came a long way with accessibility.
absolutely, and the audio is very good.
Robert, I don't know if you heard me, but I said yeah. You said my name, and I said yeah. So I'm just waiting for you to say something. Um, I just tell my moderators this is when people come in with drama, they just give them a warning. If they don't go by that warning, then they just boot them out. That's how we do that. Um, and to moderate, you also got to be on you go to the side where you do with the chat, and you just basically you got menus by their name, and you can give them like a 300-second timeout, or you can ban them, or you can boot them. Um, so there's a few different options there. I don't know how accessible that is. I've not tried it, but I don't have to worry about being a moderator for our room. We got a couple people out there. We've got Blue Wings, we've got Robert, we've got Country Girl, and we've got Kimberly. So four, I think that's plenty. Uh, Even if we had a full house.
That's right, absolutely.
But I think Google's came a long way with Hangouts. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty simple, very simple.
ooh, bacon with cheese and oh, that sounds like some really good potatoes right there. Speaking of food, guys, I'm going to make it after I get the stuff to do it. Subway has this rotisserie chicken sandwich. Okay, now the one down here they said they would sell me the juice that I'm wanting because it's a sweet onion juice. It would almost remind you of like uh, but it's not a salad. It's not a salad dressing, but it would remind you of that by the stuff that it comes in the container. Um, but it's like a sweet onion juice, and they put that on the chicken, the rotisserie chicken. I'll tell you what, it is. I'm usually not a fan of sweet stuff with meat, but that definitely changed my opinion on that. But what I'm going to do, and we're going to do it on video, is I'm going to get the juice, put it in the crock pot, put the chicken
When are
in
you
the
going to
crock
cook this
pot.
stuff?
Probably New Year's.
Oh yes, this is going to be great.
Cook it in the crock pot all day in that juice, and I mean that stuff's just going to melt in your mouth,
This is
man.
going to be awesome for our New Year's party eatings. Love it.
Robert, I've not seen you say anything yet, brother, so I'm not sure what you wanted there, but uh, you got to speak up, brother, for me to be able to answer you or whatever you want to call it. Country girl, how's life been treating you? By the way, I know you've been keeping busy with your channel as well. Country girl, won't you? Oh, I was gonna try to make up a song, but I don't. I give up on that one. Besides, I don't want to make up some goofy song and say the wrong word on accident, and your husband or boyfriend want to come over here and you know kick my booty.
Get some more drama going.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
you got to listen to Country Girl though. She is a really nice lady. She I've watched her videos more than once, and she's really nice to everybody, man. I remember when I first met her. Uh, I'm not sure if yeah, it was actually Country Girl. You'll remember this because it was a rough time for you. You had when I first met you, you ended up your ex had broke in your house while you was gone. I mean, dude, he wiped her out. He took everything. Took her furniture, took her food. He took everything. Everything. And uh that's when I first had met her. Um, it sucks when that happens. Yes, what? Huh? Yeah, come in and say hi, Mackenzie.
Hey guys, I just got back from play concert. It was good too.
How'd that go for you? Tell them how it went.
It was great. I was shy at first, kind of, but I did good. Everyone said they loved me.
Yeah? Awesome. Awesome. That's good.
She did great. I tried to
Um, well, it's hard to do that, especially if you got try to do it with just a phone.
Yeah, her face was covered, dude. Everybody's blocking her, and I was kind of shitty about it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to record my kid, and I can't even do it. And besides that, I got a shitty phone.
All right, let's check the chat here. I don't know what that message was. It says sponsors mode is something everybody can chat now. I don't know what that was. That must be something you moderators are doing back there.
This stuff was running.
That's yeah. I mean, well, yeah. You don't want to. I'm live. I don't think you'd want to talk about your personal pay stuff over the YouTube. Anyways, yeah, that's what that is. I printed that for you. Yes. Yeah. So where'd that go? I was gonna. That's what I like about the moderator thing is if we got something important going, and say you get 100 or 200 people in here, they can turn that off to where we're not getting flooded out by people asking 1,000 questions at once. Oh, Blue Wing said to say hi to Psycho Mom.
Hi.
Nice. Hi, Psycho Mom.
Someone. Oh, okay, you're the only one here. Oh, the Robert and them left. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Me and Andy. Now, if anybody's been through some rough stuff together,
It'll be us.
it'd be me and Mr. Buck Wild here, and I'm gonna tell you a story. Okay. Back when I was still married, I believe, did we have Mackenzie? Yeah, she was real little though, right? Or wait, no, we just had Brett.
I don't know what story you're talking about.
The beginning when we lived, well, I'm not going to say the
In
town,
Austin?
but when we lived, yeah, well, of course we're not there anymore, but anyway, when we lived over, yeah. So here's what happened. We only had one kid at the time, and
I think Brett was what, 2?
Yeah, I went and I bought this car for like $300, and it did run good. It wasn't a bad car. It ran pretty good for $300.
I really didn't run that well.
It had an exhaust leak, but motor wise, it ran good. It was just loud. Uh, anyway, we leave to take Andy home. At the time, Psycho Mom didn't have a license. Okay, she does a rolling stop.
I did.
And I don't know if you know what a rolling stop is, but it's where you don't really stop at the stop sign. You kind of just coast real slow toward the stop sign, then you just keep on going. There's nothing coming. All right. We get pulled over. All right. So they take my car. They take us back to our townhouse. We get back. We've got an eviction notice on our door. I'm steaming. Like I'm really mad. Okay, Andy's
but
telling me
this does get worse.
Yeah, and it does get worse.
It gets worse.
Andy's telling me to calm down. You know, it'll be all right, man. It'll be all right. You know, it's we'll get through this. It'll be all right. Well, we go in, sitting around, watching TV. No, he's listening to music and trying to figure out what we're going to do. Get Andy a ride home. All of a sudden, boom! Radio shuts off. Lights shut off. Refrigerator shuts off. Call electric.
Shut off.
Call electric. What happened? Oh, well, we sent you a shut-off notice. You didn't pay your bill. We forgot to pay the bill. So all in one day. Oh, that wasn't it. Then the landlord that we was renting off of came over and decided he was going to try to run his mouth. Just walked right in like he owned the place.
Right. That's right.
That didn't last long neither. I told him to get the hell out of my apartment. So all in one day, car gets towed in, we get a ticket, we get an eviction notice, and we get our electric shut off all in one freaking day. It was, oh my gosh. I mean,
that was like the day from hell.
Yes, it was. Now, being that it was so long ago, I'm going to tell you another story.
Oh my God.
Now, this one's real good. This one's real good.
Am I in this one or not?
Back when oh yeah, you are in this one. Back when I used to smoke Mary Jane, and I used to smoke her so much and love her, and just, she was my precious baby. Years ago, Mary Jane. I asked her to marry me, but she turned me down.
Oh,
she said I'm only using her for her smoke. Anyway, we was partying up in Toledo, Ohio. I lived on like the most ghettoest street ever, and Andy's up there.
East Broadway.
We're all partying, just partying down.
I didn't know which store you was going to.
Drunker. I know it's there's so many.
I know.
We'll have to have.
I'm like kind of scared.
I think we'll do like every Monday night. I think we'll have story night, talking about things we've done in the past. And anyway, we're all partying, drinking vodka and whatever else we can get our hands on, smoking some weed and all this stuff. Had this big old glass that was purple. We called it Barney. Barney really.
That was straight vodka.
Oh my God. Man. Oh, it was. Yeah. Barney got the best of me that night. Anyway, we're all out on the porch, and I had just rolled up big old fat joint. It was a fatty. The cops stop out in front of the house. The house is only maybe 10 foot off the street.
Yeah, we're like.
They storm up on the porch after our neighbor, because we lived in a duplex, right? They storm up on our neighbor because they thought he was somebody else. Well, when they did that, I threw the joint in my mouth and I chewed it up and swallowed the damn thing. Well, come to find out, they ended up leaving because they thought he was someone else. So, I mean, they didn't even ask me anything. And I ended up eating the joint because of the cops making a mistake. But I'll tell you what, dude, if they wouldn't realize it, they were getting ready to take him down on the ground. Like they were brutal with him that night. Brutal. One cop had his gun out. I guess whoever they were looking for was in some pretty bad trouble, if I recall.
I think he was selling guns or something.
Then we had this neighbor. He was the coolest dude ever, but crazy as hell. They called him Country.
Country, yes.
Yeah, his name was Country, and he was crazy. But I'll tell you what, for a guy, he did do drugs that I would never do in my life. But for someone that did them kind of drugs, he was very respectful. Guys, it was probably the first time I'd ever seen anybody that had been on them kind of drugs and had that kind of respect for other people. He wouldn't talk about it in front of us. He wouldn't smoke it in front of us. And he wouldn't try to ask us if we wanted any. You just don't see that every day. What the heck are you doing over there?
Putting some candy away.
Oh, I see. What kind of candy
Yeah.
was you eating?
Chocolate covered cherries.
So this is awesome. We got the hangout set up for Andy. So now, Blue Wings, you got to meet my best friend. And one day you'll get to meet him in person. I've got some plans for all of my close subscribers. I've got some plans for the future for all of us. And I think it's going to be a freaking blast. I don't have, everything laid out yet exactly how it's going to work out. But I do plan on having an event where we actually all get to meet, hang out, chat, eat, have a big cookout, swim. It'd be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. And that'd be a good video to throw on YouTube, something like that. That'd be a good message for YouTube as well, to show what you can, what you can really do when you put your mind to it and run things the right way. It can be, you can meet a lot of good people. So let's check the switchboard here, see what we got going. Oh, it was on slow mode. What is slow mode? Why was it on slow mode? That was weird. Now it says that sponsors mode again. I don't know what it's doing there.
I'm about to watch The Boys. Got my fat butt in my pajamas.
I just got a message. The voice was canceled.
That what was?
The voice was canceled.
The Voice.
The Voice.
Yeah, they're not gonna have it on tonight. Trump's gonna be on there with the special report.
Trump's gonna be on with the special report. The Voice is canceled.
No.
Everybody loves The Voice.
Damn, try to rile Psycho Mom up.
There's a black boy that is in the choir of Mackenzie's.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh my God, that kid can sing like a brick shit house. He needs it. Yes. Oh son, he needs to go to The Voice. That kid can sing.
I got a question for Psycho Mom.
Yeah, he can sing.
Buck's got a question for Psycho Mom.
Oh goddamn.
How do you know what a brick shithouse sounds like?
He wants to know how do you know what a brick shit house sounds like? And do not be mean. We are live, so watch your mouth. Letting you know ahead of time.
Do I have to watch it?
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Heisel, you're lucky. Hey, this is a live situation.
Oh God.
He done knows you're probably gonna have some smart crack on him.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's the only comment you can ever come back with is about him, which is kind of silly, but
Yeah, because it really doesn't answer the
Why
question.
don't you just why don't you just admit it? Because you really don't know what a shit brick house sounds like unless you listen to
It's a
yourself.
figure of speech, and you have the whole thing. Andy, you're lucky we're live because I would light you up. You
Uh,
already know.
oh,
You wait until I see your
Oh,
butt.
that's right. That's right, Blue Wings. A nice little vidcom for us small timers
Whoa, what?
because it's a YouTube thing. Nothing. Just go do your thing.
Oh, man, shut up.
All right, go away.
I found you with my big old booty.
Please don't.
Oh, whatever. That's not what you say. Shut up.
oh my!
I don't say nothing. You do what you want. Go get your popo man. Go get your officer that you love so much. No comment?
She didn't say a word, did she?
God, I wish he would ever watch this. That'd be great. She got a cop that she drools over every time she sees him. Look how quiet.
He's a nice looking man. He's definitely a amazing eye candy.
Oh my God!
Eye candy?
He's eye candy.
Okay.
At this point.
He's eye candy. That's great. All right, go away. We got to get back. We got to get back to our show. So,
Wow.
anyways, guys.
I think
Really?
we learned way too much.
Oh, there we go.
You're a punk.
I don't know what happened to everybody, but that's all right. Well, there's some other live hangout. Oh, teardrops up in here. There's teardrops in here, Buck. Teardrop. Lois, teardrops in here. That's my sister. You know who it is?
I know it is.
That's Lois.
I know that.
That's your other girlfriend.
Sure is.
What's Lois doing?
A teardrop. I think Buck said for Christmas he's gonna get you a Mercedes, and you and him's gonna go for a little ride, and you're gonna live a nice life together.
Oh God! Are you pulling a Stephen Will?
No, I didn't say she's gonna ride on his motorcycle. I got a motorcycle, but I'm still on training wheels.
You're stupid.
You know?
Now you got 3 kids.
Yeah. Can't control myself.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, well, what's pathetic is actually I've got a daughter out there somewhere in this world that the mother wasn't, and I hope you watch this video. I hope you see this video because I'm just going to be blunt about it because I'm a blunt person.
Here we go.
I think you're a very irresponsible mother that lied to your daughter and lies to your daughter every day to keep her away from the natural father that's never got to see his baby. That makes you a pathetic, pardon my French, bitch that is living a lie with your daughter that's never going to know who her real father is when she should. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. South Carolina. Anyways.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's like this. Even though we're not together, even though what happened, there was still no reason to run away, and never let the real father see the baby. That was very immature, selfish, and disrespectful. But one day, my friend, one day, a kid's going to ask, where's my dad? What are you going to say then? We lied to you? Or are you going to make up a story and say, oh, he walked out on you, when God knows that's not true? We all know the true story to that, don't we? Yeah, we do. Anyways, I just thought I'd... By the way, yes, guys, I have a daughter that is, she's about... Well, she's in school now. She's in kindergarten, maybe? Preschool? One or the other. Yeah. So that's something I'm not ashamed to admit. No parent should be ashamed to admit that they got a child. But no parent should be ashamed to admit to their child who their father is. Just saying. Because
I agree with that.
you know me. I'll tell it how I feel. I don't care.
That's right.
And everybody that knows me, it definitely wasn't on my end that made it the way that it is. Definitely wasn't on my end because I would have at least recognized my child. I would have uh, done my part to be responsible. And if anybody wants to doubt that, then you're a damn fool because I would. That's like when me and her got divorced. You didn't see me just walk away and not be responsible for my kids, right? Still responsible because that's what makes you a good parent. That's what makes you a good father or a good mother. Is that no matter what the problems are, you still take care of your kids and you still be responsible no matter what. But what she did was use me as her temporary donor because her husband was too pathetic to get her pregnant. So she used me for that reason so they could have a baby and then run off to South Carolina so he could become the legal father. There you go. That's putting it real simple for you. That's reading between the lines right there. I don't think I left anything out. Teardrop
Like I,
knows,
no, that's pretty much all of it.
and that's the truth.
Yes,
That's honestly the
sure
truth of
is.
it.
That's what happened.
Yep, everybody knows that.
That's right.
So that's what it be.
That's what it be. That's right.
I'm checking the chat here. Yeah. So Bluing said WTF. Yeah. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Just saying. Just saying, baby. Just saying. I seen Teardrop a little bit ago. She came by my house. So you missed it, Blue Wings. You didn't get to see her. Um,
Maybe I missed her too.
that
Uh,
wish list thing you sent to me. Um, I just feel that like I don't know how I'm supposed to fill that out. Do I just write down this stuff on just a document and send it back to you, or do I got to write it down on that file? I think I just write down uh, on that file, I believe. Blue Wing sent a wish list, and I've got to fill it out and send it back to her. It's a wish list from Cooking in the Dark.
ah,
But yeah. So let me see here. Oh, okay, we've got. That's what I like about this here. Now I don't know about the mobile app side on your end, Andy, but on my end on the laptop, I can look at how many joined. I can see the chat window. Uh, I can adjust the bandwidth usage, turn the camera off, mute the microphone. As a matter of fact, I want to see something. So if I was to
I think you can
say,
do most of that because you initiated the call. See what I'm saying? Still there?
now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you can mute the
I can do that.
microphone.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
But I didn't know how accessible it was on the. Well, I know it's accessible on the mobile side
Right.
of it, but you see a lot more options on the laptop side of it, like screen share. Um,
See, I just did the same thing. I turned my microphone off. You didn't hear a word I said.
uh-uh.
See, I can do the same thing. Which that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all. That's pretty cool. Well, I think it's good because that way, if we're in a conference and all of a sudden you got to do something real quick, you can mute it.
I can just mute the microphone
Yep,
if something happens.
yep. That way, if like uh, Kim Jong comes in there, Kim Ong comes in there, you can mute it while you beat the crap out of him.
Well, I'll have to mute my microphone. Now I wonder though, can I
um,
listen to other audio with Hangouts on, or will it
well,
like tune in radio?
if it can be heard, though, it wouldn't be recommendable because of copyright. But I don't know if we would hear it, if only you would
No, I
hear
don't
it.
think you would hear it. I said you
Oh,
won't
I
hear
don't
it, but
know.
I will. Well, yeah.
Um, so how many? Who am I doing these for, Blue Wings? The wish list. And no, I'm not going to pick nothing extreme on that wish list. I'll try to keep it simple. Um, you need to kind of give me at least a rough area of what you know a because of all the stuff they got. I'm going to need to know some sort of okay, don't go above $20, don't go above $10. I at least do need to know that so I know what options that
I'm
you
gonna
know
try an experiment. I may drop
even
out,
just one item. I'll need to know, Blue
but I'll
Wings.
come back.
I think that's awesome that you're doing that. She's going to be donating. Blue Wings is going to donate 3 items off the wish list. I get to pick 3 items, and she's going to donate them. And
That's
I think
awesome.
that's just freaking awesome. I know when I get the funds, I'm going to be doing the installment plan for. Um, they've got a new microwave, talking microwave. It's got all kinds of features on it. It's got a timer. It's got a just all kinds. I don't even know how to explain it, but we'll have to do a video on
Oh no,
that
I'm
when
gonna
I
try
get
to
it.
do something. I may drop.
Go ahead,
Here we
try it.
go.
Love hurts. Yeah, I hear your radio playing. I think we lost him. Oh nope, Anthony Hale. Anthony has left the group chat. But yeah, so you're gonna need to let me know, Blue Wings. Right, right. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. So I'll just pick some stuff, and if it happens, it does, and if it don't, it don't. We'll just do that. How's that? We did lose Buck, but I've got to get ready to go eat anyways. So, well, hold on a minute, Blue Wings. Um, I'm going to go grab something to eat, guys. I do want to take this time to thank all of you. Teardrop, I love you. Blue Wings, I love you, dear. Everybody else out there, you guys are
Hey,
great.
I am back.
Um, you made it back just in time because I'm getting ready to. We're going to get ready to end this. I'm going to go eat. But me and Andy will be getting together and talking about different ideas for some live stream stuff to do. Come up with some different ideas to get more people in here because it's all about that title. And whatever that title is makes all the difference. So depending on what we're doing, what we're talking about, or what is, it could, you know, I really see at one point we're going to really fill this room up. I mean, and get a lot of people over here watching. So me and Andy will get together on the side, come up with some more ideas. Guys, I will tell you this. The movie that's going to be coming out with Old Man Roger and
It's gonna be
Ralph,
spectacular.
it is going to be great. I mean, it's going to be freaking awesome. Uh, let me get okay. There we go. But anyways, guys, if you got any ideas for live events that we do, let us know. Always up for suggestions. And now we've got a new person to join me on live events. Counting, we've got Blue Wings, we've got Robert out there, we've got Country Girls. So we've got, you know, some different people. So we'll come up with some ideas, guys. But until next time, I'll let Buck say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And then I'm going to say goodbye. Buck, you stay here because it won't disconnect you. But I'm going to disconnect from the YouTube network.
Gotcha.
I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about us, and we'll talk to you soon.